Well, joining me now, we have California Congressman Ted Lieu, Vice Chair of the House Democratic Caucus and member of the Judiciary and Foreign Affairs Committees. Welcome, my friend. Let's get right into it because organizers say nearly 7 million people turned out Saturday at protests across the country. 2 million more, by the way, than those rallies in June. What is the impact of what you saw yesterday, and what do you say to Speaker Mike Johnson and other Republicans who called the demonstrations Hate America rallies?
Thank you, Alex, for your question. The No Kings protest was the largest protest in U.S. history, and it had one central message, which is that we will not yield. We will not yield to Trump's authoritarian actions. We're not going to yield to his assault on health care. And we want Speaker Johnson to call back House Republicans who've been on vacation to come back in D.C. and end this shutdown.
So we'll see when that's going to happen. But we, meantime, have former National Security Advisor John Bolton, as you know, who was charged this week with 18 counts related to his alleged mishandling of classified information just the day before in the Oval Office. President Trump, while flanked by the nation's three top law enforcement officials, named other people that he wants prosecuted. And that includes former Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, Senator Adam Schiff. So as a member of the Judiciary Committee, how do you respond to this? Are you worried your California colleague, Senator Schiff, will be targeted next?
I am worried. Donald Trump clearly has weaponized the Department of Justice, and the leadership at the Department of Justice is simply doing Donald Trump's bidding. Now, not all cases are the same. I think their indictments of Letitia James and James Comey appear unreasonable to me. But John Bolton, based on the indictment allegations, does seem to have possessed classified information, mishandled it. And some of those allegations seem just like the mishandling of classified information by Donald Trump. And so my view is no one is above the law. I believe Donald Trump was appropriately indicted also for mishandling classified information. So we shouldn't treat every case the same. We should just see where the facts lead.
Point well taken there. Let's move to this being day 19 of the government shutdown with no end in sight. Democrats say that no breakthrough is possible without President Trump getting involved. But the president, so far at least, appears fine with just staying on the sidelines and has used the shutdown to lay off federal workers, to freeze money appropriated by Congress. What do you make of Trump's lack of urgency to end this stalemate? Is he betting Democrats will ultimately be the ones that take the blame?
Well, Donald Trump would be wrong if he's thinking that, because all the polling shows that the American people are not stupid and understand that Republicans control the White House, the Senate, and the House. If Donald Trump gave the order to his rubber stamp Congress, the Republican leaders, and said end the shutdown would end tomorrow. And so this is all on Donald Trump and House Republicans. And we ask House Republicans and Senate Republicans to work to open the government. And again, Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. the last 3 weeks during the shutdown. House Republicans are on vacation. That is just not acceptable.
Is there any credence or possibility of Democrats bypassing fellow lawmakers and going straight to the president and saying, we want to make a deal with you? He loves making deals. We know that.
Democrats are happy to meet with the president anytime, anywhere on this issue. And again, right now you've got House Republicans and Senate Republicans who are completely beholden to Donald Trump. All Donald Trump has to do is say the word end the shutdown, and the shutdown will end. This is all on the president, and we hope the president will see fit to end this shutdown because it's harming America, it's harming our economy, and people's healthcare premiums are rising and will continue to rise.
We're getting those notices now. Let's move to the strikes on the alleged drug trafficking vessels in the Caribbean. The administration is repatriating now 2 men to Colombia and Ecuador after their vessel was attacked on Thursday. 2 others were killed in that strike. The administration is justifying the killing of at least 27 people now by claiming that the U.S. is in armed conflict with Latin American drug cartels that are linked to Venezuela. Have you seen any proof of who these people are, not just the 2 we're talking about, but in totality? Because if these alleged drug smugglers are terrorists, as the president claims, why is the U.S. sending them home? Why isn't the administration prosecuting them in court?
That's a great question, Alex. It's because they're not terrorists. Otherwise, we wouldn't be repatriating them and sending them back to their home countries. We would be prosecuting them, as you said. So no, we haven't gotten any information because Speaker Johnson, again, has House Republicans on vacation. So we can't get the normal sort of classified briefings we would get when these kinds of strikes happen. And so we need to have oversight done by Congress. We need to have these briefings. We need to understand the administration's rationale for these strikes. We need to know if innocent people have been killed. None of this can happen as long as Speaker Johnson fails to do his job and House Republicans are not doing their job and instead being on vacation during a government shutdown.
Okay. California Congressman Ted Lieu, thank you so much.